Greetings! I'm reviewing Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, the original movie, based off of the book called Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, with a different title named than the movie has. I don't know why they changed the name for the movie. Beats me. So this movie's about Charlie, even though it's called Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. So it only made more sense to call this Charlie in the Chocolate if I gave it the same name, I think. Instead of Willy Wonka Chocolate, because Willy Wonka don't focus on him really highly at all. He doesn't show up to that halfway point when the kids arrive at the Chocolate Factory. Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. So this movie gets a 5 out of 10 for me before I go into spoiler territory. Going in now. So, 1 and the 2 and the 3. Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factories. About this poor, pathetic chap called Charlie who's down on his luck. And who have the worst shitty role models as parents and also as grandparents. Who are jobless losers too fat and lazy to get off their own ass because they're old and dying. And therefore, that's why they don't want to get out of bed. They have no reason to. As far as we know. They're not handicapped or all this, not getting out of bed anymore. So instead of like the mother doing the responsible thing and kicking these losers, leeches, out on the streets where they belong, those old people, I don't care if they're old, they're making Charlie's life and the mother and the father's life a living hell. Because they're not getting off their asses and pulling their own weight around the place. I mean, they're grown adults. Charlie's the only one that has a job. And he's a fucking minor. For Christ's sake. Is there anyone in the adult in that house with an actual job? No. Just Charlie. So Charlie has this dream to see the inside of Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory and get one of the golden tickets and see the Chocolate Factory at least one more time. Yeah, so he like takes a few tries, they're all dead until like last minute when everyone has got all the golden tickets except for the last one, because the last component, one of the components, lied and lied about the golden ticket having it, and then came clean from it. Dun dun dun. That's where Charlie gets his magic. That's where Charlie's luck finally pays off. And guess the last golden ticket. Wonka is the last golden ticket. And now everyone wants it. try to steal it physically from Charlie and try and abuse to give him stealing it or bribing him even. And the owner of the candy shop tells Charlie, or no wait, that's the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the remake. Oh, wait. Anyway, someone tells Charlie to go home, run home. Charlie, that's his boss that works with Charlie, who he sells newspapers. Charlie does to people. He's a newspaper boy. So he runs home, gives the great news to his parents. They're a little confused. Don't believe him at first, and they see the ticket, and then there is here it is. He has it. So. They think they have no adult vision to come with Charlie, but Grandpa's able to get himself out of bed and takes Charlie's golden ticket and says, I got the golden ticket, sings, I got the golden ticket, sings, I got the golden ticket. What an asshole. Then it turns into a musical number of Grandpa singing God like the biggest punchable asshole. This is when I started to loathe the Grandpa. At first, and this hate him since. In this movie, so oh yeah, yep. So the next day, they get their clothes on and go straight to Charlie's Chocolate Factory when the gates open, and wait for the gates to open along with the other kids. There aren't goody two-shoes like Charlie, but this evil, pure evil brats that need to die. So, Willy Wonka comes out, greets everyone after pretending to be a crippled. Then it's revealed he doesn't really need a cane. So that was entertaining. Then they enter his chocolate factory, and Willy Wonka sings and sings and sings while he's introduced everyone to his chocolate factory. And he introduces them to the Oompa Loompas, his slaves. Basically, as far as we know, they live here and don't get paid a salary at all. Or any salary. At least that's why I always thought they were. Basically, it's this. And anyway, so fact though, this dumb kid contaminates Wonka's chocolate, and Charlie's and everyone watching the kid get sucked up this tube, And Charlie and everyone is all horrified, but Wonka is just having popcorn and enjoying the show and loving every moment of it. And he says, "This suspense is terrible. I hope it'll last." As he eats a popcorn, he continues to eat popcorn. Wonka does. Then they break into musical number Oompa Loompas do. And in the music number, the Oompa Loompas suggest that this kid might have had it coming. Because he's fat. And chubby and lazy. And the kids never we don't see the kid ever again in this movie. What happens to him? Who knows? I don't know. Then one by one until there's none kids left except for Charlie. Wonka reveals to the Charlie that they'll be the whole, perfectly unharmed, horrible, wonderful selves at the end of the day, and go on being that way. But can we trust him? I don't think so. I don't really trust anything that Fruitcake says. Might have not killed them, but he probably could have done something worse. I don't know. It's me. So, one child it has a gum problem and he has half his gum. It's disgusting how his gum. And turns into a oversized child that is oversized and fat and ridiculously swelling up. Of a swelling up fat child that to a point she can't actually use her legs anymore. That's when Oompa Loompas break into musical numbers and says, "This is what you get for chewing with gum so often and never stopping, you little brat." Then the blueberry girl disappears. The one that turns into a blueberry, basically. Oh, and her skin turns blue and violet. And funny because the name's Violet, get it? And the parents disappear with the kids and they're never seen again. Either. Why do they disappear? Well, to take care of the kids and get them out of harm's way. Because that always goes well in any slasher film when you get to be the hero and go off against a slasher in a horror film or in any horror genre. You know, when this random shit happened like this. This is a horror movie, but for kids, basically. It was rated G, I think, like Pinocchio was. You know, for the little kids, horror films. Is basically feels like. Oh, and also there's like this cool scene where maggots are crawling all over people's faces and eyes around their eyes. And cockroaches are crawling on people's faces, and a bunch of disgusting creatures. And skulls are around the around. Then it's splish, and then skulls. Well, you see, the thing called Wonka introduces all the kids after the first one disappears. The fat one of the kid introduced them to this tunnel where a bunch of kids see all these images. And Charlie and Grandpa are apparently psychopaths. Because they're the only ones that are enjoying the show. And having fun. Everyone else is traumatized. Except for one who planned that shit. Who got them to get in the boat and showed them the worst case scenario. It was like, and he starts rhyming and screaming out loud. Like this nursery rhyme saying. We are. Yes, we are. But when he starts saying this, quoting, I'm going to quote him, okay? He says, "Yes, we are." He's like talking to us all these crazy things, like these things, and he starts like saying this like nursery finds something about, and the Grim Reaper is showing, and we don't know which way we're going, something like that. And I don't remember I remember what he said, but I don't remember the order he said it in. And these people see all these skulls in the background, and maggots and around people's faces, and cockroaches around people's faces, and a bunch of nasty, and then a bunch of nasty bugs, insects like spiders and arachnids. And a bunch of dead people. And then a bunch of people, one creepy stranger that was staring at people that Charlie ran into earlier. Then he got traumatized. And since then, that was Charlie's worst fear. So maybe this could be everyone's worst fear. Maybe this is maybe this is exactly what it is. It's supposed to break them and to freak them out. Maybe one of the parents were right about what is this Wonka, some sort of freak out. Oh, it's funny, I thought, though. I'm getting freaked out. I cracked myself up in that scene. When they became traumatized. Always love that scene. Best part of the movie. 10 out of 10 that scene alone gets. So the kids disappear. Wonka gives the keys to Chai to the factory after having changed her heart due to Charlie's good nature. Blah 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 blah. Basically, gave the car stopper back to Wonka, like he had earlier from Willy Wonka, and took him, but decided to give it back to him. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I don't get it. Why Willy had changed? Fine, I don't get. So they live happily ever after. He gets to own the factory. Charlie gets to. So that's the end of the movie. It's just 5 out of 10 for me. I just think the movie. Okay, I would have liked if the kids died, like in the book. Okay. Once I found, I look, I was never I wasn't the biggest fan of this movie. I always enjoyed it. Okay. But I just always thought it was a little too sweet for me of a movie, of an ending, of a movie. For my taste, it's a little too sweet and stupid for me. Well, not stupid, just a little too of us. Look, and I remember what I was going to say, but then I forgot what I was going to say. Look, I gotta admit, it's a 5 out of 10. I really like the movie a lot. Like the movie enough, but I wanted more from the movie. I just wish it could have been better. I don't know why. I don't have anything against the movie. I just don't. It's never been my favorite movie, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Maybe it's because I didn't like the music and most of the music numbers in this movie. I think that's it. I don't like that the film was a musical. It didn't need to be. It just didn't need to be. It wasn't, most music numbers I don't remember or even like that much. The ones I do remember. There's none I really like outside of the one that Willy Wonka does was when he introduces everyone to the chocolate factory. That's the only one I end up liking a lot. But other than that, I found the music on the most forgettable, I thought. And poorly perform a bit off key at times. And that's why I think it's 5 out of 10 for me. Bye. Goodbye and subscribe to my channel, please. Looking for the off button, okay? I'm stoned.